While a lot of the iconic stars we have today first got their start in the 80s, most other stars who began in the 80s have opted to live a more quiet life away from all the fuss and cameras. But make no mistake, these stars have carried the entertainment industry on their backs and have paid the price to earn them an iconic and quiet life now in their 60s. This video contains some of the cutest 80s stars who are now in their 60s. Sheedy. Born June 13, 1962, Sheedy is an American actress that has set herself apart and appeared in some of the most iconic movies the 80s had to offer. It is not news that a lot of stars that grace Hollywood today didn't start wanting to be actors, but Sheedy exemplifies a surprising turn in her passion and interest, and how suddenly she developed a keen likeness for acting. Born in New York City to a writer and activist mom and an advertising executive dad, Sheedy had always been interested in entertainment from a young age, and her dream was to entertain millions of people. It was the only thing that gave her joy. With the support of her parents, she joined the American Ballet Theater at the tender age of 6, and every day she would dance and entertain to the delight of her parents. Sheedy even planned to become a dancer full-time. But as the years went by, she shocked everyone else around her as she began to develop a new hobby and interest, acting. Soon after, she quit her dancing dreams and decided to study acting. She was also a gifted writer like her mother, so at the age of 12, she wrote a book titled She Was Nice to Mice, which eventually became a bestseller. As soon as she turned 18, she relocated to Los Angeles to kickstart her acting career, and that was the beginning of her life in Hollywood. Initially, Sheedy was acting in local stage productions as a teenager, but eventually she began to appear on television programs. One of her first appearances was in 1991 when she made appearances in 3 episodes of the series, Hill Street Blues. After that, she also played in Bad Boys, War Games, The Breakfast Club, Made to Order, and a dozen other popular movies in the 80s. She was indeed a talented sensation. Now she is 60 years old and married to David Lansbury. Together they have a son, Beckett, who was born in 1994 to the happy couple. However, in 2008, Sheedy announced that she and her husband had filed for divorce. Sheedy probably still has a few more movies in her. Even at 60, she is still active on social media and may pop up on the screens anytime again soon. Demi Moore. Born on November 11, 1962. Demi Moore is one American actress that has done very well for herself and has even managed to stay somewhat relevant in a rather competitive industry since her debut in the 80s. In 1981, Demi made her debut in a soap opera called General Hospital, but her recognition did not come until a few years later when she appeared in movies like Blame It on Rio in 1984, St. Elmo's Fire in 1985, About Last Night in 1986. However, none of the recognition she got in these movies came close to what she acquired for her starring role in Ghost in the year 1990. Ghost was the highest-grossing movie of that entire year, and her amazing performance in the movie even earned her a Golden Globe nomination. As her career progressed, she got married to singer Freddie Moore, who was 12 years older than her. But unfortunately, the marriage didn't work out, after which Demi married popular actor Bruce Willis in 1987. The couple had 3 daughters and seemed happy. However, their separation was announced in 1998. In 2003, Demi then married another actor, Ashton Kutcher, who was 15 years younger than her. However, in 2012, Kutcher filed for divorce, and it was finalized a year after. Demi Moore is currently 60 years of age and has never been more elegant and graceful. No doubt the incredible and talented actress aged gracefully. Cyndi Lauper. This actress, singer, songwriter, and activist was born on July 22, 1953. She first made her debut in stardom through singing when she released her first album, She's So Unusual, in 1983. Fortunately for her, the album did incredibly well, and it was even the first album by a female artist to 4 top 5 hits on the Billboard Hot 100. In 1985, she made the soundtrack for the motion picture, Goonies, and that too became immensely successful. All her songs and albums after then invited more attention and recognition her way, and Lauper became a force to reckon with in the entertainment industry. She has currently sold over 50 million records worldwide and has won awards at the Grammys, Emmys, Tonys, the VMAs, and even the AMAs, among others. But aside from entertainment, Lauper is also a renowned activist and has been an LGBT rights supporter throughout her career. She campaigns for equality and has attended gay pride events all around the world. But most interestingly is why Lauper decided to become a gay rights activist in the first place. It turns out her sister, Ellen, is a lesbian, and it is from her that Lauper derives her passion. She even cites Ellen as her inspiration and role model. All of her contributions to the LGBT community are immensely selfless and powerful, and for that, she has been applauded by various bodies and personalities alike. She is now 69 years old and has a son. She lives happily, but is still ever active in the gay rights movement through her organization, True Colors. Michael J. Fox. Born June 9, 1961, Michael is a retired Canadian-American actor who began his career as far back as the 1970s. His first rise to prominence was in the NBC sitcom, Family Ties, where he played the role of Alex, P. Keaton. He also appeared in the popular film trilogy, Back to the Future, which turned out to be both a critical and commercial success. Other movies he appeared in include Teen Wolf in 1985, The Secret of My Success in 1987, and Casualties of War in 1989, among a dozen others. In 1998, Fox disclosed he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 1991, and so he subsequently became an advocate for finding a cure. He funded research and even founded the Michael J. Fox Foundation in the year 2000 to focus on researching the cure. As his condition worsened, he became scarcer on screen, but eventually made a comeback to the ecstasy of his fans all around the world. He briefly suffered from depression and drinking, but he sought help and instead focused on his foundation for Parkinson's disease. Matthew Broderick. Matthew was born on March 21, 1962. He is a celebrated American actor who definitely made his mark in the 80s. Some of his most prominent appearances include his portrayal of the title character in the Golden Globe-nominated Ferris Bueller's Day Off in 1986. He was also the voice of adult Simba in the 1994 Lion King. He has a ton of other popular films under his belt as well. Born into a Catholic family, Broderick's interest in acting was a result of the influence of his playwright mother and actor father. He had always had a deep admiration for acting, and so after high school, his parents saw that he received training at the HB studio, where he grew and honed his inborn talent. Amongst many others, he has won a Grammy Award, a Tony Award, and a Primetime Emmy Award in recognition of his amazing talent and hard work. He is currently 60 years old and may also appear on our screens anytime soon. Still present in the Hollywood industry, Matthew Broderick is keen on remaining relevant. Which of these actors or actresses do you admire the most or think is the most relevant? Let us know in the comments and check out the next video in this series.